Hi everyone, today's video is going to be kind of a different one. I'm just going to be chit-chatting with you. It's not about makeup. It's actually about my move. I don't know. I was kind of trying to think of a video to film. Sometimes I get a little bit lost for inspiration. It happens to the best of us. And I was thinking about my move here. So if you don't know, I am actually from Georgia. And I've lived there my whole life except for when I was in college. In undergrad, I went to University of Florida. So I've always been from the South. And then in August, I actually moved from Savannah, Georgia, up to Perrysburg, Ohio, which if you're like, I don't know where that is, it's right by the Michigan border. I only know where it is because I just moved here. I'd never been to Ohio before or to the Midwest at all, but I got into a PhD program, and so I decided let's pack up and move. I moved with my boyfriend and my two dogs, who, there's Kanga right there. Hippo's in the other room in the bed. Hippo likes to sleep in the bed all the time. But I don't know, I just thought it might be interesting if anybody else is planning on doing a really big move to try and chat about it. So we took a U-Haul. We didn't have a van, we just took a trailer. We got rid of a lot of stuff, especially me. Because John was living with his family, so he didn't have like a lot of his own furniture and stuff, but I did. We got rid of a ton of stuff, and I think I'm glad I did that. There's a couple of things that I kind of miss, but not really. And I think it's just like I didn't even think about it until I was unwrapping my Christmas stuff. And there was a couple of things I was like, I had that, where did it go? And I'm not sure if I got rid of it or it's very possible that it like broke and I just don't remember. But besides that, like I really don't regret getting rid of a lot. I got rid of a lot of my makeup. I had a whole makeup declutter series, and I can link that below if you're interested. So, you know, I just felt like moving, if no other time, is a great time to look through all your stuff and decide this is worth keeping, or no, you know, I don't really care about that. I don't wear that anymore. I don't enjoy that. It's time to get rid of that. So that's what I did, and I got rid of a ton of stuff. We moved, I have a little car, I have a Fiesta. John is driving a Murano, which is kind of like an SUV, I guess. So we had those two cars and the largest U-Haul trailer you can buy. I think it's like a 6x12. And we moved. We stayed at La Quinta on the way up. I don't know. We did it. It was kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. I had moved before, obviously, when I went from Macon, which is where I grew up. It's in like the dead center of Georgia, to Gainesville for undergrad. I didn't know a single soul. But it was college, and so it's a little different because, you know, like nobody knows anybody, and everyone is like experiencing this new fun thing. So that was kind of scary, but I was more comfortable with that. And then I moved to Savannah because of my master's program, and again, I didn't know a single soul. I just moved, and I was really scared about that, if we're being honest, because I didn't know anybody, and I felt like, well, you know, I'm starting grad school. What if all these people are already gonna be friends? Because grad school's a lot smaller than undergrad, especially like I was at UF. There were, you know, hundreds, like thousands upon thousands of people. I think we're close to 100,000 students. I'm not even sure. There's a lot. So, you know, I feel like there was somebody there that was gonna like me. And then I moved to Savannah, and I was like, it's gonna be smaller. And there ended up being, in my whole program, less than 20 people, not including like faculty and stuff, 20 students. And it was great. And I really made some good friends. Some people I still talk to this day. And, which, I mean, I guess isn't saying that much because I only left Savannah in August, so it's not like it's been that long because it's December now. But, you know, I met some people that I felt like were great, and moving here, I had John, so that made it easier. But it's still scary, you know, it's scary to move somewhere I don't know anything, and it's crazy because there are still things I'm figuring out. Florida isn't really culturally Southern, I guess. Georgia hardcore is. So when I moved to Florida, I learned so many things I said or did were like Southern traditions, because I come from an Old South family, which sounds bad, but like, I just mean like we lived in the South pretty much my whole life. My dad's from Alabama, my mom's from Stone Mountain, Georgia. So that's just like what I grew up with. So like even little things like, I didn't know saying buggy was Southern, like a grocery cart. My whole life I've said buggy. That's like what I just thought it was called. And then I went to college and I found out it's not. I found out some things about people in the Midwest recently. Like everyone in the Midwest says acrost. Like they had a T to it. Drives me crazy. I've discovered mire. this grocery store that has everything. I'm a big fan of Meijer. We shop at Meijer quite often. So, it's fun. You're experiencing new things. We packed up and moved. And I think it's important that when you're doing something and you're kind of out of your comfort zone, within reason, like sometimes there are things that you're not comfortable with for a reason and you know that. But other times it's like, I think it's important to just kind of take opportunities as they come, especially when you can. I mean, I had John, and John was pretty much told me he was going to go wherever I went. So that was really helpful. I wasn't worried about like, well, if I go here, he's not going to come. I had the 2 dogs, so that affected my apartment choice. I couldn't live in an apartment that didn't allow pets because my dogs were not going to be left behind. That's for dang sure. So it's kind of scary, but I think it's important that you take opportunities as they come when you can. I understand that, like, if I had a child, I might not be as free to just go wherever I want. Same with, like, if John wasn't as willing to move with me. So, I don't know. I guess that's kind of what I wanted to say. I moved. It's been fun. I was scared, but I'm glad. I'm glad I did it. PhD program is really hard. There's a lot going on all the time, but it's good. So, yeah. I guess that's kind of a life update, kind of a moving story. Like, I don't feel like y'all really care about, like, all the details of moving. It's a 12-hour drive if you're interested in that. It was a pain in the butt. We did have to spend the night because I was telling John, like, there's no reason to get all the way to Perrysburg because we couldn't get into our apartment. So we just got a hotel in Cincinnati. That's the only time I've been to Cincinnati. But yeah. I did it, and I think it's worth it. And I think that if you have an opportunity, you should take it if you can. So that's pretty much all I have for you. Excuse me. But as always, if you have any questions, requests, suggestions, or comments, go ahead and leave those down below. And I'd love to talk to y'all soon. Bye.